Angie Horkin from the Beef Council is here showing us how to make another holiday favorite, a nice big whole basically beef tenderloin. Bring that to the table and watch everybody just go, wow, how cool is that? Perfect for the holidays.
It is, and this is a leaner cut. So if you're worried about eating a little bit healthier in the holidays, oh, most of us aren't. We'd say we are, but you could go with a beef tenderloin because this is one of the skinny 29. So this is one of the leaner, healthier cuts. So, and it's still it's the most tender cut.
It's so delicious.
It is.
And you get a lot of bang for your buck. Everybody doesn't have to get a whole steak, and you can just slice it in little pieces.
Right, slice it.
And it looks so cool
this
on a platter.
is about 2.5 pounds.
Okay.
And there's no waste on it. And I asked for a center cut tenderloin. So the large end is removed and the tail end is removed. And this is the center, the most prime piece of the cut. So, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stuff it. So that's why we like a center cut. So it's one whole long roast, and I'm gonna fillet it open and lay it open like a book.
I want to see you do that.
Make the stuffing.
Shallots and butter is what we started out with. You could also do onions, a little bit of cremini. These are baby portobello mushrooms that we're going to get going in here, and I'm just going to let that saute. So I'm going to watch you do this.
I like filleting it from the side, so we're going to fillet it down the long way.
But don't cut all the way through.
Don't cut all the way through. So we're just going to lay it open. So a nice sharp chef's knife works. Then also, when you're at the store, supermarket or meat market, Festival Foods, when you're buying this from the meat department, stop and ask the meat department personnel for some string.
Okay.
Some of their string they use, because you're going to need this to tie it up. So I've got this filleted.
And I'm adding some garlic to the mushrooms, working on the stuffing over here. And then I'm going to add, these are just dried bread cubes.
Yeah, just a bag dried bread cubes. We're going to add about a couple of those, just kind of crunch them up in your hand.
Okay.
I'm going to wash my hands.
Yep,
I'm
you
going to
bet.
shred.
Now, sometimes you can buy beef tenderloins, the whole ones, untrimmed on sale. And in that case, Angie, you just, cut off the ends on?
Yes.
Trim it up yourself and use those for, beef tips or...
The larger end of the tenderloin is a great roast also. You could just roast that off in the oven when you have time and slice it up for sandwiches or eat it.
Sure.
Perfect. And then the small end would make nice little chunks for kebab if you wanted to, or even for stew meat. And you could cut a stew meat recipe down from 2 hours to 20 minutes because you're using tenderloin.
Good point.
So I'm going to shred up some fresh Parmesan for your stuffing.
Okay.
It's going to go in after you get the breadcrumbs warmed up.
Okay.
About a half a cup, and this is going to give it a
And I can do that.
nice flavor. Okay.
Right into here?
Sure. I got a bottom on there.
Okay.
So it catches.
Oh, I wonder where the cheese was going. That's cool. As long as the bottom doesn't get in there. Okay, so Parmesan cheese. Now some ham.
Some nice deli smoked ham.
Okay.
And then just a little bit of chopped parsley. A couple tablespoons, nice fresh parsley. Some rosemary. I'm just going to do one big sprig. And then a couple sprigs of thyme.
Oh, and boy, what a difference when it comes to the holidays, taking the time to do some fresh herbs like the chefs do really makes a huge difference. It smells so good.
And that is all we need for our stuffing.
Okay.
So we can just take some of that and we'll lay it on our tenderloin.
Okay.
Move this over a little closer to you.
And obviously at home, maybe let it cool a little bit.
Yeah.
This is going to be the fun kind of wow factor because it's got the stuffing inside. Oh, so good. And I'm going to work on a nice little sauce that'll go with it. I'm going to grab a different pan. What you'd also do then, Ange, is you'd brown that tenderloin up before you bake it, correct?
Yep, the recipe calls to give this a nice sear. So you can use that same pan that you did your stuffing in, or grab a new one and put in some extra virgin olive oil or some vegetable oil, just a couple tablespoons.
Okay.
And give it a nice, it'll only take about 4 or 5 minutes. Get it nice and hot, medium high. Put it in, and then keep an eye on it. Leave it a minute, roll it. Leave it a minute, roll it. Just keep rolling it so it gets a nice brown sear on it. Now this tenderloin too, what's nice about this is it's only going to take 20 to 30 minutes to roast.
Okay.
A lot shorter time than the prime rib.
Can you get it browned up ahead of time and get it in the fridge and then roast it?
I would brown it right before it goes in.
Okay.
But I would do, you could stuff it.
Stuff it beforehand.
Put it in the refrigerator. But then I would brown it right beforehand because you're starting that cooking process then.
True. Good point.
And get it then in the oven.
And then after you've browned up your tenderloin, you're going to have some great brown bits. So we're deglazing the pan with a little bit of beef stock, tomato paste, a tablespoon, and some Merlot wine. And that's going to, again, create a great sauce using the pan drippings from that beef tenderloin. So while you're working away on it,
tie in my tenderloin.
that's okay. We've got one in the oven that's been roasting.
Ready.
And you put some onions around it when you roast it?
Put some onions around it, and then some of the fresh herbs.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
So you got extras.
Yum. Recipes that we did today, you'll find on our website. You can also give you guys a call. You'll send them out.
1-800-728-BEEF. Happy holidays.
You too. Enjoy. I can't wait to make a couple of these things.